for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I've lost it for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I've lost it for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I've lost it for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I've lost it for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I've lost it for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I've lost it for the 1,000th time. Somebody help me find my mind. I'm rocking for the 1,000th time. Rock it out.
Now there was a time Hello everyone and welcome to this first stream or session of The Crew Wildrun. My name is Sofiane, I'm the community developer on The Crew, and today we will show you the content you will be able to enjoy there in the closed beta starting tomorrow. But before jumping to the game, let's have a look at our latest trailer, The Summit.
Peggy 12. Peggy 12.
And welcome back. So, as I was saying, today we're going to show you the content of the Crew Wildrun beta. But before jumping into the game, let me introduce you to my companion who are with me today. You may recognize Maxime, the international product manager. Hello, Maxime.
Hello, everyone. Hello,
and hello. And with us today, we have a game designer, Charles, who have been working on the Crew and the Crew Wildrun. Hello, Charles.
Hello, Sofiane. Hello, everyone.
Okay, so as we were saying, this is the build of the content of the closed beta. So everything you will see here, you will be able to see it tomorrow, because the beta, as you know, will start tomorrow, and you can start downloading it right now, But let's jump into the game now. So, when starting the closed beta, you will have access to a first prologue. Why? We want to make sure everyone will be able to get his hands on the new specs. As you know, the Crew Wildrun is bringing 3 new specs: the monster trucks, the dragsters, and the drift spec. So, Maxime, where are you going now?
Alright, so right now I'm in the room at Las Vegas, and I'm actually going to take you through for a couple minutes before I reach the trial, where I'm going to be introduced to 3 new specs.
Well, that's cool. And before we continue, let me remind you that Louis is with us, as usual, on the tech side. Thank you, Louis. And of course, Natchai is on the chat. He will be answering your question and sending additional questions. And stay with us until the end, because we will have some surprises as giveaways for you guys. So, as you can see, we have upgraded the engine of the game. What does it mean? It means that now it's a lot prettier. And it's not just that, it's also the weather effect, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're including dynamic weather effect now in the game. We know that's something like people who enjoy driving games are really fond of. And so it's not just going to be like rain or snowy or sunny weather, but we're actually having a wide scope of weather effects, and not always the same one in the areas. It's actually dynamic, meaning you might encounter the same place a couple of times in completely different weathers.
Exactly. And this weather effect will be linked to the server. What does it mean? It means when it starts raining somewhere, it will be raining for all the players in the same location. But the best part of that is this engine upgrade, as well as this weather effect, is coming for free for all players on PC, PS4 and Xbox One on November 17th, the day of the launch of the Crew Wildrun. But the Crew Wildrun is not just that. There are also these new specs we just spoke about, the Dragsters, the monster truck, the drift spec, but also motorbikes. And that's not it. We also have brand new features in free drive. We call them the free drive challenges and the free drive stunt. And that's why we brought Charles, so he will give us more information a little bit later when we start playing them.
Yes, of course.
So now,
All right, so I'm jumping into a drift trial. Again, this is an introduction, so players who don't already have the car spec'd for this type of event will be able to try it out, get the hands on it, and get the feel on it. The idea here is pretty simple. I'm driving one of those brand new cars we have. It's the Subaru BRZ. And I actually need to drift as precisely as possible. I hope my skills are
and as
decent
long
enough.
as possible.
And for as long as possible, exactly, in order to trigger points and do the best performance. Pretty straightforward, but actually pretty hard to master.
Yes, as you said, it's very easy to get in, but it's very hard to master, even though we're pretty sure during the beta most of you will destroy our best scores. But we have some really good scores.
Yeah, there's some guys who are really good at the studio. They put up some quite high scores, so it's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, we'll make sure to share some screenshots with you to see if you can beat these scores. And I don't know, oh sorry, go ahead, Maxime.
They're probably performing much better than I currently am. I mean,
No, it's alright, you know, try and try. And as always, you can see Maxime is trying to drive.
Didn't get much better in the last couple of months.
Some of you may have seen already this race during the Gamescom. We showed the exact same path, but the system, the way the pounds were calculated were not the same thing. Here we have added a bonus system so that people who can drift for a longer period will score more points. As you can see, Maxime was able to reach a bonus number 3, but you can bring this bonus to number 10 or even number 20, but that is for really the best players.
All right.
Right
Some
now,
real mess,
it's not the best thing.
performing well at all. But yeah, I mean, scores can go much higher than this. I haven't been practicing that much on this track. I guess that's my fault. And you can actually see the result here, which aren't great. But hopefully I'll be performing better in the next one. I love the next one. And we're going to be seeing it in a couple of seconds.
Oh, that was quite nice already.
Yeah, this one was decent, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, some guys at the score, they reached insane heights. Like, I think some of them got above 100,000.
Yeah, I think that was in another mission, so yeah, that was quite impressive. All right, so this will be the first mission everybody will have to complete in this beta prologue, and there will be 3 different missions. The next one, I think, is the Dragster or the monster truck. We'll see.
It's the monster truck,
All
actually.
right.
Yeah. So we're jumping on.
Hang on, Maxime.
Yeah.
Some people are telling us that the music in the game is very loud. The music, not the sound of the game. So we'll try to reduce.
I can actually put it down at the beginning of the mission. All right. So I'll put the music down in a second. Just need to get in the game, actually. This is the monster truck spec. I mean, you know the monster truck, those huge vehicles, gigantic wheels, pretty much able to ram into anyone and win the battle. And we've designed specific areas for them. So you'll be able to access those areas in the open world, of course, as always in the crew. But there's a dedicated game mode when you're using them in monster truck spec. And I'm actually going to switch the sound right now.
Yes, so if you go to options, there we go, and it's the music, not the sound of the game, it's the music, I think.
There you go. So music volume.
Music volume, yes.
All right, chat.
Just take it off. You can just go to 2. Yeah, 2 is fine.
All right, chat, tell us if it's
Let us know
right
if
now.
that's better, yes. And as you can see here right now, Maxime is playing alone because that's the prologue. The prologue has to be done alone, but don't worry, everything else can be done with your friends, with your crew. Here, we just want to make sure that everybody has the time to get used to all these new specs alone.
All right. So, like I said at the beginning, this is an area we built specifically for the monster truck. It's still accessible in the open world with any kind of vehicles you've got. So you can still go there with any of your cars, dragsters or drift cars.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend to go there with a circuit spec.
Yeah, it might not be able to work. I mean, for example, I'm
climbing
those stairs. Those
yes.
stairs, if you're not in a monster truck, you're not going to be able to climb them. But and we've actually been pretty inspired by stuff you get in the skateboard games. I mean, it looks much like a skate park, and the idea is pretty much to have a fun environment. You see how the physics of the monster truck works, very arcadey, very bouncy, and we wanted this to be a fun area basically where people can just goof around and enjoy themselves. I'm gonna kind of try to get to the top of it, see if I can reach the highest score token. I'm probably gonna fail.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right, Maxime. We're used to you failing.
Yeah, exactly. Wonderful fail. All right. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had to go back on track. Oh, I'll try it again. That was an epic fail, actually.
There's also something very fun to do with Monster Truck is to go into like this loop that you can do in the cockpit view.
Yeah, I'll try to go for looping.
That is
Let's
quite
not mess
hard.
around this one. I've got 10 seconds. Cockpit view. Let's go. Looping time.
Do you still have nitro?
I still do. Let's hope I don't miss it.
Let's go.
Looping time. All right, I'm pulling it off. That's decent.
You saved.
This before the end.
Your honor is
Yeah.
saved for
Honor
now.
is saved.
For now.
For now. All right, so that was our second big new spec. And of course, what you see right here, I was actually driving a Ford Raptor. This is a Ford Raptor spec'd in Monster Truck spec. So you're going to be able to have, as always in the crew, your tuning of vehicles in all the different kinds of spec that will bring into the game.
And we are bringing a lot of cars into the Monsters or into Dragster or Drift. Not all of them will be able to be this way. You can imagine some very luxurious cars not really fit for the Monster spec, but most of them will have it, and some of them really, really fun. You will have some nice surprises at the launch, because as you know, during the beta we'll have access to several vehicles, but not all of them, not all of the ones that will be available at the launch. We don't want to spoil you, but you'll have the chance to try everything, don't worry.
All right, so I've switched to the fourth one. These are the Dragsters. So you can see right here, it's been pretty quick, but we'll have a deeper look at it right in the next run. Dragsters races takes place in 3 runs. It's actually pretty straightforward, just how drag races work in real life. Straight line, pure precision, insane speed, that's what you want to go for. At first what I did, I had to burn the tires, get them to optimal heat so that my acceleration goes, at the fastest. And then switching gears, of course. Switching gears at the precise moment that allows me to gain that split second.
Exactly. So the drag races look a bit straightforward, but actually they're technical, very technical. As you can see, Maxime just fake burned, and that was bad. But for us, it's perfect, so that's all right.
And I still got 1 bar of nitrous that I can use, right? Try to reach the maximum speed, but
yes.
I'm not going to do very well on this one. I failed the burn at the beginning.
And the coolest thing is, when you'll be playing these races with your friends, there's something else that comes in here. Well, of course, you can bump in your friends if you want, but there's the slipstream. And that is very fun, because even if you're behind, you still can win.
Yeah, that's true. Slipstream is a huge factor in Dragster spec. I mean, you're going 450, 500 kilometers per hour in those runs. So if you get the slipstream from that, you're gonna get an insane boost. Come on, I'm failing so hard with my...
And as usual, don't forget to send us your question about the game, and we'll try to answer them as much as possible. And we'll nearly finish with the prologue. We'll be able to join Charles in free drive and go into the summit. This is one of the latest features we've added to the game, and we're going to show. Yeah, that's a good score. That's all right.
My time
yes.
With each run. I think it's
you know, Maxime, when it comes to you, everything can be improved. So even your time.
That's well put. That's very well put. All right, so this was our tutorial. It's the introduction to those specs. Like Sofian said, we're going to move on to the trials, and we're going to have a quick look by moving there, I guess, to our 4th kind of new vehicle that's coming to the game.
Okay, so.
Now
you'll have a quick introduction and a quick explanation from your friend Zoe about the summit, to tell you how it works, what you have access, what are the features you will find there, and the races you can do. And you will be able to join your friends or different queues, because we know that most of you have been playing with your friends in crew, but sometimes you want to look for other people that would like to play the same thing, but you don't know how to contact them. Well, we've added different queues in this summit. What does it mean? Let's say you want to play a Monster Arena race, or you want to do another drift race. You can just send the invitation to all people who are in this queue, so that even though your friends are offline, you can play with other people and from that queue and not be alone. So,
All right, Charles is closing up on me. He's a couple meters away. There he comes, and this is the fourth brand new kind of vehicle. You got a glimpse of it here quickly.
Too fast.
Let's have a closer look at it.
So
switch to
that
this
is
new category.
the Ninja Kawasaki.
Yeah, that's right. Motorbikes.
Yes. So you will be able to drive the Ninja, this motorbike, in the beta, but don't worry. At the launch of the game, you'll have a lot more motorbikes, and of course, they're all coming with different specs.
Yeah, the motorbikes will have the exact same.
Whoa,
that
that was nice.
That was kind of a crash. You got in my way, dude. Yeah, the motorbikes will have the same spec system we had for every vehicle in the game, meaning that you can exactly take them on all types of terrain, make sure they're suited for your needs and for the kind of events and activities you want to go.
Exactly, as usual.
So I'm closing up on the summit. You can see
Exactly.
there's quite some stuff going on here in the middle of the Bonneville Salt Flats. There was a little balloon flying in the sky. It looked like a raccoon. We're actually closing up on this, which is much like a festival, but I think there's going to be a quick intro that will tell you more than any of my words.
So
Here we go.
let's jump into it. Yeah, so this intro will be available to everybody the first time they enter the summit. So you have to go through this video, but don't worry, the next time you go into it, you will not be forced to watch it again, even though it's quite nice.
Enter the qualifier to compete
Yes.
in a diverse range
So
of
yeah, to
events.
explain things how they work,
Earn enough
people
medals and
now
you'll get a
with
spot
the
for
free
Monkey
with
Summit.
the wide run, they will have access to
The showcase
qualifiers.
contest that takes
With these
place each month
qualifiers,
at
they will be
Bonneville
able
Salt
to access the summit, and the summit will be rewarding
Succeed
players
here, and
with
you'll reap some exotic
extreme
rewards.
points. These they will have different races and different things they can do, and these things will allow them to get extreme points. And through extreme points, they will have access to new specs, the new specs we just spoke about. But let's just finish just quickly.
All right, so here I'm in. This is actually the calendar of the summit, because an important part of it is the summit is an itinerant event. It's going to take place across the entire country. And like Sofiane just told you, there's going to be a qualifying aspect to it. Each week, you're actually going to have some qualifying events leading to the end of the month where the main summit happens. During the main summit is where you actually unlock all those exclusive rewards you've just talked about.
Okay, so
So these are some of the events and activities we've got in the summits. There are actually a couple more missions in the PvP part, but we're keeping this one for the closed beta so you can see it for yourself.
And there are some very, very nice races there. Charles, what race would you try first? A drift, a drag?
I'd really like the time attack.
I am
Really?
for some
Yeah.
dirt, the dirt time attack. I
Let's
think
go
this one's
there.
cool. All right, I'll invite you, boy.
Okay, I will accept.
Yeah, you better accept.
All right, we're getting into this. So yeah, as always in the crew, any activity playable alone or with your crew. You pick your vehicle at the beginning of it. Right here, this is a dirt time attack challenge, so we're gonna have to pick a dirt vehicle. I'll go for the Nissan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are getting some question from Accor 747s. Will pedestrians have umbrellas under the rain? You know, actually,
That's a cool one.
actually, I was thinking about that last week. I was saying, now it's raining and pedestrians don't have umbrellas. They're going to be wet all the time. So not yet. Maybe in the future.
But speaking of the pedestrians, there's actually some fun stuff going on
Yeah.
with those.
Oh yes. Charles, would you like to explain us what's happening with pedestrians?
While I kick your ass.
Yeah, so in fact, what we do at Ivory Tower, we took a moment to scan all the faces of all the developers, so you'll be able to find all of ourselves into the game. So for example, Sofiane, where are you?
You can find me in some vehicles or on the streets. It's not all the dev. All
But-
people with beard were not
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah, I'm not in it. I had a beard on that
No,
day.
that's not the
I
reason,
didn't
Maxime.
shave on
You
time.
know it's not the reason,
Okay, it
Maxime.
might be my fault.
Yeah, for my part, it's a police guy.
You're a
You're
police
a
guy?
Yeah,
policeman?
yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I
Yeah,
didn't know
I
that.
hope I'm not the police. I want to be a bad boy.
Yeah, that's really fun. You're going to be able to meet everyone from the studio, at least virtually, see how everyone got
So
into
yes,
the game.
if you may have seen some of the people from the studio in interviews, like the game director or stuff like that, you may recognize him in some cars or as pedestrians in the game.
And I talked too much, he's already ahead of me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
I'm trying
what's
this, I'm getting records. But it's paying off. Alright, so of course, have we mentioned earlier, hope you can enjoy the enhanced visual. One of the elements that's actually part of this visual upgrade that's coming for free for everyone is the enhanced depth of field. You can actually see much further in the distance. Well, actually, not
Exactly.
exactly further. You can see a lot more elements in the distance. That's
Exactly.
the main addition.
Yes.
So,
And as again, this is coming for free for
Yeah.
all on PS4, PC, and Xbox One.
the ability to really enjoy the vistas. I mean, it's the cool part, the cool thing about having a place like the USA recreated in the game, being able to enjoy vistas that you already know.
So some people, MG Gaming is asking total of new cars on Wild Run. So we don't have an exact number to give you right now, but there will be new cars and new brands, also new brands of motorbikes. So you will be able to enjoy new cars and new vehicles in total at the launch. And during the year, we will introduce additional ones. Like we did for this year, we added new stuff. We listened to your feedback. Well, that's not over. We'll keep doing that. And who won?
Of course, I
So
did it.
the game designer.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
game
guess.
designer won.
Yeah, okay, that's some kind of
Still have
Easy
some
one.
cheat.
smack talk. Yeah. He knows the game. He designs it. It's too easy. He's cheating. Alright, so as always, we were rewarded with some new parts to equip for a vehicle, the ability to keep improving it on the long run.
And stay on that
Yeah.
screen. So go ahead, let you finish.
No, and that's actually what I was going to mention. You told me to stop for a good reason. And there's some new types of rewards you're getting. You can see here that there's some extreme points ranking up. I've got 50 of them in this one. And with every new extreme points you get, you're going to be able to get closer to accessing an extreme spec. So the extreme specs are the new ones, the drift, the monster trucks, and the dragsters, which mean every time you fill this extreme bar, you're going to be awarded one of the tokens to redeem for a monster truck or a dragster or any of these.
But you can also buy it at the tuner if you want.
Yeah,
you can
with
actually-
bucks, you can still buy them with bucks. They will be quite expensive because they're brand new, but they will be accepted by through bucks or through the summit. So, can I pick the next one?
Sure.
A drift?
Alright, you want to go for more drift? You
Yes.
want to see me fail some more?
I love to see you fail.
Alright, let's go for some more failure.
So this is an addition race that you may have not seen. This one is a really different one. It's nighttime and it's raining. And this one, we had somebody at the studio who managed to get 150k points.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, he got his multiplier up to 27 or to 30. I mean, he's basically, the good thing about this precise mission for drifting, and there's going to be a lot more like this one, is that you got a large road, like four places roads, and you can pretty much do the snake like this and keep your multiplier going on as you walk. Of course,
Please
not
show
failing.
us.
No, I won't
Please.
be showing that because my skills aren't high enough. Even though I'll try.
Yeah, trying is good.
And see,
Oh.
Charles is trying to perform, and he's doing decent. And I'm doing pretty okay right here.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing pretty okay.
Yeah, pretty okay. Going sideways in the middle of the road.
Maxime, may I ask you to go into the cockpit view? I'd like to show the players
yeah.
something.
Sure. I know you love this one.
I love the wipers.
Yeah. We actually have wipers now
So,
on
yeah.
all the vehicles.
The
because it
pedestrian,
makes sense.
yes.
No umbrellas, but wipers.
No umbrellas, but wipers. So it's a good beginning.
All right. And you want my performances to go down even more. I mean,
Yeah, Charles.
cockpit view is not
Charles,
my
how
thing.
are you performing?
Not that good.
Well, it's always better than Maxime, I can see.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go back on track. I failed so hard. Let's try not to botch this up. See how hard we can lose the score.
Some people are also asking when the Crew Wild Run will be available to pre-order. That will soon be happening. Don't worry, we are on it, and that's coming very soon. And by the way, talking about the Crew Wild Run and the crew, people that will not buy the Crew Wild Run will still be able to see their friends and see, let's say, monster trucks or motorbikes in the free drive. They will be able to race together if they want, but they will have some features that will not be available to the people that only own the crew. For say the summit, that will not be available, and the PvP races that involves monster trucks or the new specs, that will not be available for these players. But you will still be able to see your friends, which is cool.
Yeah.
So,
It's basically one big world that everyone's going to be roaming.
exactly.
All right, so
And you are not really performing well in this big
you
world.
can see Charles got almost 50% more points than I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you may think that Charles' scores is good.
But
all-
it's bad. In
it's,
fact,
it's
pretty
decent.
low, yeah.
It's not bad, it's
I mean,
decent.
especially for a designer.
Oh, that was tricky, that was bad.
All
Alright.
So more rewards. What do I get this time?
More
Fuel
rewards.
injector. Okay. Well, I'm not able to equip this one
Okay,
this time.
getting closer to an extreme, to more extreme points.
Yeah, it's gonna be ramping up again with this event. There you see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm climbing the ranks of the summits. Of course, there's not that many people to compete with on the server because there's always 2 of the closed beta
Right
isn't
now,
open
yes.
yet.
Yes.
But starting tomorrow, I sure hope there are going to be plenty of you duking it out in all these challenges and trying to get first place on those summit leaderboards.
And right now we have over 2,000 people on the stream. I just want to say thank you very much for following us. Thank you for all your feedback during this year. Thank you for your support and your enthusiasm. We just love it. All the team loves it. We keep receiving a lot of videos and screenshots all the time. It's just absolutely beautiful. This game is something that the entire team love to create, but we also love your feedback. We want to build our game. We want to build your game. It's all our game. So truly, thank you. So.
All right, so we're gonna go for another drift challenge. This one is interesting. It's a bit different from the previous one because it actually doesn't take place on a straight line track in the middle of the desert. We're actually on the Las Vegas Strip, and there's actually gonna be some slight, very slight, but curves nonetheless that we're gonna have to take. And you can, as you can guess it, 500 kilometers per hour with Dragster is not the kind of speed you want to mess when you're turning with. Oh, come on!
Oh, that's dirty.
Charles.
That's dirty.
That's
I'm sorry,
dirty
really.
of you. Yeah. You say you're sorry.
No.
I'm sure.
I guess you just destroyed
really-
everybody's ears with that. Come on. Okay, so you lost. It's
Yeah,
alright.
I
You know,
definitely lost. That's free run.
it's you, Max.
Oh, I can fail on my own as well. That's
Oh
fine.
my god,
Let's
that
go for
was
run
terrible.
number 2. All right. We'll
But
put
it-
this one on Charles.
In my defense, there was also the slipstream, and I arrived really fast
Exactly.
on
Yeah,
Maxim,
I
so
saw
I
you.
didn't
I
have the
saw
time
you.
just
Yes,
to avoid
that
him.
is nice.
That's what we mentioned earlier. But
So-
you can see how we caught up with that.
More questions from Gamers Path. Ubisoft, will there be higher level cap for the cars? No, that's not planned for Wild Run. So right now we're more focused on all these new features, the free drive challenges, the free drive stunts. We're just gonna start speaking about with Charles. But no, there's no higher level cap for the cars. So
Well, there's no a higher level cap, but the fact is, all those new specs, all those new vehicles are coming as specs, and as you know in the crew, you have to level each spec. Come on, I'm messing up the puzzle. You have to level up each spec to the maximum level.
Exactly.
So there's no new level cap, but you've got 3 new types of car specs to bring to max level. I'm just gonna wait near this tree. I'm done.
no, that's alright.
And you've got the new bikes because now bikes are also tunable.
And not just
with all
bikes, they're
the-
also new cars,
Yeah.
new manufacturers. And can you please try to finish one? Only one?
okay,
I know,
I'll do
I
my
know.
be-
You're
I'll do my
trying
best.
to make it like I have a perfect burn, but at the end your car is just
If you, want
destroyed.
if you want Maxim, I can stay at the starting line.
Oh, ooh, that is nice. So, is there going to be more Japanese cars? I'd like to say yes. And I'll let you discover them by.
Well, we showed the BRZ. We actually showed the Subaru BRZ.
And that may not be the end of it. So
Yeah, of course.
surprises, surprises. You may not all see them in the beta, but at the launch, yes. Oh my god, that is
I'm
terrible.
losing my glasses. I'm done. I'm just so
Oh,
bad.
that was the glasses. They're not clean enough. I
Yeah,
think.
it's my glasses, exactly.
So
Let's put
I
it
have
in
to
the
tell you, this drag race is technical. It's really nice when you get it, but
It is.
you need to get it.
I mean, I've played it a couple of times and I'm still failing so hard, and without even the help of my fellow game designer pushing me in the back, I'm still failing on my own.
Okay, speaking of game designer, why should we switch to the new features in the free drive?
Yeah, let's have a look at some of your work.
Yeah.
Yes, so let's start maybe with a free drive challenge.
Yeah, sure.
Seems
Can
nice.
you tell us a bit more of the free drive challenge, Charles?
Yeah, so the free drive challenge, during the development of Wild Run, we saw that a lot of players love to play in free drive together, setting a point, race together, and
Yes.
try to challenge themselves. And what we want to do was just simply to offer them some tools to create their own tracks. And it's really cool to have that
Yes.
because it allows them just to create their own track and challenge all of their friends.
And
on
to
this
give
track.
and to give more details about this, the free drive challenge allows you to put checkpoints anywhere on the map, several checkpoints.
So that's actually what I'm doing right here.
Exactly, Maxime is creating his race, and you can put them on roads, off roads, at any distance. If you want to do New York to Los Angeles, you can do that. And once you are ready to launch your race, when you're happy with your path, like now, right now, Maxime is not happy with
I want
his
to go
path.
somewhere else actually.
Well, you just launch the mission for all the players in your crew or in the queue of the free drive challenge. It means all the players that will be in the queue will receive the invitation. First one to accept it will get into it. How does it work after that? You can select any type of vehicles you want. You want to use a monster truck or a dragster or a motorbike or a full stock car, you can do that. The only thing you can't do in free drive challenge is use the teleport option. We don't want you to cheat, but you can switch your vehicle during the race. You may be asking why. Well, the reason is, for example, if Maxime picks a part of the race that is off-road and the other one is on-road, maybe you want to switch from a dirt to racing or a perf. And
You actually get the recap at the beginning of the mission.
exactly.
Yeah.
So now you can see the length, you can see the percentage on asphalt, on dirt, on off-road. Then you pick the first vehicle you start with, but during the race you can choose anything.
Alright, so yeah, I think we both want to start with the motorbikes.
Yeah.
Those are swift. They
So,
really are.
Charles, how do you feel about the race? Winning, losing?
I mean, it's your feature. If you don't win, you suck.
I really love to win against Mac. I need to continue the winning streak against him.
Alright, let's see how you Alright, so we're gonna have the first part of the race. I did mostly on road, then there's gonna be a second part more on dirt. But the dirt part you can actually perform decently on it on a perf car, even though a dirt car or a dirt bike will do better there, and you're finally ahead. Come on, I mean, we're both on motorbikes. How did you get ahead? That's unfair. You're cheating somewhere. You get some of those secret game
I'm
developer
pretty sure that's the reason,
designer
Maxime.
stuff.
As usual, the reason is always this one. People are cheating when you're
Yeah.
losing.
It's never. I mean, it's always their fault.
Yes, it's always other people's fault.
Yeah,
I
of course.
understand that. All right.
I'm awesome. I want to lose.
And for example,
Oh, and
Maxime
I
could
missed the
switch the vehicle now. He could pick a monster truck or a dragster, anything.
I mean, it will be more interesting in the second part because it will be more dirt road.
Oh, yes.
So for the moment, I would keep the
Pretty
motorbike.
Okay.
Well, I'll
Well-
go for something that can go fast. And you see how I'm still racing. I mean, it's a bit of a complicated to go through the menu and change car at the same time. But I've changed for McLaren while racing.
Charles,
with my
I see
motorbike.
you losing here.
Yeah,
That's
get
your
out of the
feature.
way. Get out of the way, dude. I have to choose again. Actually, I swear. I changed way too late for my McLaren.
So maybe I may have an advantage with my monster truck.
Alright, you're done for a monster. I'll go for a red. This is a Camaro. Yeah, I like this one. Yeah, this is a Camaro.
So for everybody who's joining us right now, this is the first stream of the
Maxime.
Crew Wild Run. We are showing you the content of the closed beta that will be starting tomorrow. You can already start downloading the beta right now, and this will be available tomorrow, as I said. The content you can see here is not the entire thing you will have at the launch of the Crew Wild Run, but you have a selection of all the new features, all the new vehicles you can try. The Crew Wild Run is not part of the Season Pass, it's a standalone, but you can have the Crew or the Crew and the Crew Wild Run if you like, and you can get the Crew Wild Run digitally. So, where are we?
win.
We are watching somebody failing again. Oh, he's taunting him, he's waiting him at the finish line. You lost.
Hell, shouldn't taunt me too much. Ha! I won. I rock.
Of course you rock.
Yes, you do. You do rock.
Pretty sure I do. Yeah, so this was a quick look at it. Of course, as you can imagine, you can create the craziest races, the one you want. You want to go cross country. You want to go through every major city. You can actually place a checkpoint in each one of those.
Yes.
So, for example, go Seattle, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Detroit, Chicago, then to Miami, and end in New York. I mean, that's gonna take you probably more than an hour and a half to race through. But you can do that if you just want to put one the finish line. I mean, one starting light in LA and the finish light in
In New York, you can do
you
that.
can do that and make just an open race where people pick their pass without checkpoint. You can put crazy checkpoints that force people to do like 180 moves and go back.
Yes.
You can put them at the top of a mountain and ask people to find a way up there.
As usual, Charles tell me if I'm wrong, all these features, we always listen to the community. So if we need to tune them or modify them, that can happen, of course.
Yeah, of course we'll have them for the release of Wildworld, but regarding players' feedback, we'll still add some new elements or improve existing elements. It's very important for us just to always listen to the community and still make the game better and better.
Yes, of course. So,
right. I've teleported a bit further. We're next to the Sequoia Forest of Yosemite, closing on Lac Teoui. If you want to join me, Charles, I think we're going to see one of the other major features you've been working on.
If you want, just let me use my
so
map.
I think we are now talking about the free drive stunt. Charles, what could you say about the free drive stunt?
Yeah, free drive stunt is one of the second free drive big activity in Wildworld. Basically, it will propose to the player to have some quick challenge based on driving mechanics. It means, for example,
you're just like my big brother right here. We both got cameras. You're the big brother.
Let him finish.
Yeah, please, Maxime. And yes, it's such like a near-miss on vehicle, drift, do some wheeling with your bikes, climb mountains, and everything like that. And the objective is to go further and further into the stunts level, because it will help you to earn some extreme spec points, points that you mentioned just earlier, as well as earning some bucks and improve your ranking into the summit.
Okay, and is there some kind of limit to this level of stunt?
No, in fact, no. We wanted them really to go the further and further. So, for example, small story. There are some guys that to reach the level 70. It took some time, but
let's play. We show you. You can see right now on top of the crew UI, there's stunt 1, and you can reach stunt wherever. And some people reach stunt 70, but that takes some time. And the thing is, when you are playing the free drive stunt, you can do that for as long as you want. You can leave that, do something else, a race, a PvP match, anything, and then come back to it to the level at which you were. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wanted the player, if they want at any moment to do other activity, doing some PvP, some leagues, and anything, they can stop the stunt and come back later.
Exactly, that is perfect. So, just a reminder, stay with us until the end, because we have some giveaways that will be Wild Run digital copies for you to win. That will be given to the players at the end. And of course, we are getting more questions. Where can I buy that T-shirt? Right now, you cannot. That's only that's a team thing. But yes, we love it. We kind of like it.
Maybe if you come see us on further shows, on trade shows, we might have a couple of them given away. Yeah, a couple of upcoming trade shows.
Sure, why not?
But yeah, for now, it's a team thing and something we distribute.
So this stunt asks you to near miss 20 cars, and it's a crew goal. What does it mean? Right now, that's not maybe the best location to do it, because if you go into a city, that will be possible. Because during a free drive stunt, you can use the teleport option.
Teleport, of course, except some of them that will require you not to teleport.
All right, okay, yeah, because the further you go in the levels, the more complicated they become. For example, right now it's asking the players to near miss 20 cars, but at one point it might ask them to near miss 20 cars, but on the wrong side of the road or at a certain speed. So it depends.
Yeah,
is that right?
Or without any crash on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, without any crash. That might be hard for you, right?
Alright, so this is one of those with no teleportation. You have to go to a precise location.
Exactly.
And it's right behind us.
So you may win actually this time.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, it's not. We're cooperating.
No, it's a personal goal.
Yeah, but we're still cooperating. These are co-op stunts we're doing. I'm not competing with him.
No, no.
Always on his side.
You better not compete with him.
No, I don't.
I should not eat Maxime, by the way.
Yeah, we don't have to. We can't eat each other actually on this one.
So more question from Derifan, I think. Will Alaska and Hawaii be added to the game in the future? Well, right now that's not planned. We, as you see, we're focused on this for this year. We also approached the crew by itself, but additional maps, not for now. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, we really wanted to make the best of the playground that we have. I mean, it's already pretty huge and there's a lot of stuff to do in it, but we wanted to give players more. That's why we're actually enhancing its visual aspect, bringing new activities to it, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
To really allow players to have full experience everywhere in the US as we have them in the crew. Alright, so this goal is pretty easy. I mean, it's just driving to a precise place. Nothing too challenging for now, although I think if you get it at a higher level of stunt, the time you have to get there might be much shorter.
Basically, while you progress, you'll need more and more to have other people in the crew.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, it's better if there's more of you. I don't know.
Yeah, it will be easier, so you'll go further into the level more quickly and earn more extreme points.
And if I'm correct, if you are alone, you can still launch the free drive stunt from the summit UI and invite and look for other people. Is that right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's actually another one of the big things we have is the looking for crew part of the game. As Sofian mentioned it earlier, people love to play with their friends, but sometimes they're just not logged in and you want to meet new players. So we've added a very simple looking for crew feature, which allows players to just say, hey, I want to do this kind of activity. Please, anyone want to join me? Kick in. That's basically the idea with that.
Well, after this, there's something else I'd like to try, if you don't mind, because as you saw, we had... Yes, of course. We have this monster arena in the Bonneville so flat, but we have more that we will be able to enjoy during the beta. And there's one I really do enjoy. It's nearby Chicago. So when you have the time,
we'll just finish this
we'll just
with objective.
after and
yes, I love that.
if nobody has a crash, hopefully.
Nah, we won't crash. We're doing good. We're pro drivers.
You're a pro driver. You are.
We are.
Oh, indeed.
Alright.
Nice job, Maxime.
Hey. Slowing with, like, stopping with style, that's the thing. Alright, I'll just abort the challenge for now. We've done a couple of it, we got the ID. Let's move to this arena Sofian just mentioned. So, as always in the crew, you can, as you see, just jump seamlessly from a location to another. And I think you said this one was next. Yeah, I can see it.
Next by Chicago.
Next to Chicago. So here it is. We've designed a couple of those arenas. You're all going to be able to experience them in the beta.
This one is above the water because actually, even though the map is big, we're still looking for more space to add more stuff. So let's go there.
All right, I'll pick a monster truck for that.
Yeah,
You've already got yours. You picked the Ford Raptor monster truck. Yeah, this one's pretty sweet. I'll go for the Camaro this time.
I really love this arena because you have a cool view on Chicago.
Yes, indeed. I love it for something else. I love it for this huge bowl inside.
Yes.
These are just sick.
Alright, I'll go there straight away.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh, I can see Charles failing.
Yeah. Sometimes it's
So
Charles failing.
Of course, makes sense.
Alright. So this is one of the cool places in the arena. If you're good enough, you can actually manage to drive up.
You picked a very far view, so we don't see.
I can go in the cockpit in this one.
Yes.
This is fun.
I'm getting sick now.
Are you? Yeah, it's a bit sideways. We'll switch right after, but that's the idea.
Yeah.
You can pretty much drive in those kind of environment. Of course, there's gonna be like we saw in the beginning, the token mode where you're picking up tokens to score points in those arenas. There'll of course be some in every arena, so this one included. And there's gonna be like the same kind of thing we saw in the previous one. All those ramps, all those crazy jumps you can perform, all sorts of loopings. You can see quite a few around. I'll try to take some of them.
Can you stop for 1 second? I just want to show you a small thing. Throughout the year, we've been updating the crew and changing some things. Like, for example, the camera. The view was, for some people, not always the best, and we made some modification. We've added and removed some of them. This time, for the crew wild run, the one that we removed is back. The one that was added is staying. So you'll have an additional one. So for people who love the old view, they will still have it. And for people who love the new one, they'll still have it. So everybody will be happy. So.
Indeed. So right now I'm cruising around, hanging out on the tops of the arena, not performing any crazy stunts. I want to keep it.
Well, it's a good thing it's not a real challenge, so that you don't need to prove anything, right?
Exactly. I'm much better when I don't have an objective.
Yeah, we all know that.
Oh,
and you are just
and
failing.
I still managed to fail.
Yeah. I asked you one thing.
Yeah, I asked one thing. All right.
But it's really pretty sweet. I mean, you can see Chicago in the distance. I guess this is one of those locations where those enhanced graphics really kicking. I mean, I hope you can enjoy the light and the city in the distance. This is some of the Chicago harbor on the Great Lakes. You can see here. If I don't. Oh.
And by the way, there are some challenges during the beta. There's a free drive challenge and there's a video challenge and we'll be picking the best videos and highlighting them on our official channels during 1 week. So please send us as many videos as you can. We would love to get them. Oh yeah, that's a nice view over there.
Yeah. So this is the Chicago Bay area, the Great Lake. I really like this place. Actually looks quite nice right here.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Alright.
Is there something else you'd like to show us? Maybe...
We could go to another location. I mean, there's so many. The thing is, the world is huge, so we can go...
Oh, can you pick another car? People would like to see something else.
Sure. We can actually...
Oh, there's something I'd like to see. Could you go to the circuit tuner in Los Angeles and show people how you can tune the motorbikes?
Sure, let's do that. So of course, you know, tuning is a big part of the game, and as we already said, the motorbikes will have the same tuning abilities as the other vehicle does, and you're gonna be able to take them to your tuners. So let's see
because
how
we're
it
not
looks
just
as a
adding the bikes alone, we're adding, as Maxime was saying, the spec, and you will be able to customize these bikes and even the driver. So let's get the circuit.
So the circuit for Kawasaki.
Let's go there. Let's tune it. Let's get a
Here's
40.
Sweet driver.
And by the way, in the beta, you will be starting at level 40 and you will be able to drive up to level 49. So we want you to be able to try many things, but we also want you to focus on the new things in the summit. So
here, I just unlocked the circuit-spec'd Kawasaki Ninja H2.
That is a nice leather.
Yeah, and you can actually see there's still some customization, but what's this new thing? Driver? Yes. You can actually tune your driver now.
So
that
yes, go
fits
ahead.
the motorbikes, I guess.
Yes, please go ahead, tune your helmet. And while you're tuning, let me answer more question. Should we pay for the graphic part of this? No, again, the graphical upgrade as well as the weather, the dynamic weather is coming for free at the launch on PC, PS4 and Xbox One for all the people. If you buy Wildrun, you will have access to the new specs, the monster truck, the dragster, the drift, but also the motorbike, as well as the summit feature. But as again, for this, what you're seeing, the graphical upgrade you're seeing right now, this will be all for free.
Right, I'll try to get close to the kind of closing the motorbike driver has in a famous movie we all love, I guess.
It's not yellow enough.
It's not yellow enough, I guess.
Oh,
but,
right.
And it's not a girl driving the motorbike. But I guess I hope a couple of you get the reference.
All right, let's go in free drive. People want to see more cars and more driving.
All right, let's do that.
Let's go out. So, should you go to another nice location you like?
I guess we can show some of the long jumps you mentioned. I mean, right here we're in Los Angeles. We can just have a quick look at how Los Angeles changed, because every area has been completely revamped with this graphic upgrade. So not only overall physical
rendering, and it's cloudy right now,
but also the decor in several cities, and most of the cities actually, all the cities. And yeah, right here we're in LA. I have no idea where I am because I don't know LA well enough, and the city is quite huge. But I'm sure those of you who are from around there will be able to recognize some place. Is this a plane landing? Alright, so we're closing on LAX. That's my best guess because I can see a plane in the distance.
So there are things you really know, actually. I thought you were just wandering around and looking for
I
something
just know
random.
the airport because I've been to the airports. That's pretty much all I know.
Okay, so I've just been told that the raffle is now open, so you can type raffle in the chat to try to get one of the 5 digital Wildrun copies on PC, PS4 or Xbox One. And at the same time, somebody is trying to do his best in the motorbike. Would you like to switch quickly to a cockpit view?
Yeah, the cockpit view, you're right.
Oops. That is quite nice.
This one is really cool. And this one is gonna have me crash for sure. Alright, I'll slow down enough.
Yeah, and sorry, the raffle is only on the Twitch chat. It's not open on the YouTube yet. So, that is nice. So we were just mentioning the long jumps?
Yes, alright, let's have a look at
Can you
those.
pick another vehicle? I'm pretty sure it doesn't work
Well,
with...
we can try it with this one, but we'll fail and just see how it fails. or not? All right, let's pick the good ones.
yes,
straight
I'm
away.
here, Max, if you want.
You're
And
there,
Charles
right?
is waiting for you.
Yeah.
He want to destroy you again.
Right. No, I'm not gonna drive there. I don't want to go for this 45-minute drive right now. I just want to teleport.
There we go.
All right. So you know how we had jumps in the game, scattered across the country that you could pretty much tell. These are part of our skill challenges that are in the game. We've actually reworked a couple of them, or added a couple of new ones, just to match what you can do with the new specs.
Just go ahead.
And so I guess if I tell you long jump, it means more speed, and one spec might come to mind.
I'd recommend you something, Max.
Good
Wait a,
manual game?
wait a little bit until you get your nitro. You will have, because as you may have noticed, the Dragster is the only spec where you can use the nitro only once and when it's full.
Ah, yeah, that's true. I
And
didn't
now-
have
But
any
it
nitro.
should be okay.
Oh, brake,
Yeah, I
brake,
got
brake,
it.
brake, brake.
I got it, but the
Ooh,
nitro
that was nice.
is
And you destroyed, you wrecked your car. Thank you. Oh, so that is a sticker part one. So now, on top of what you were able to win in the crew, you can also win stickers or colors when you're doing these skills.
We've actually reworked a bit the loot system just to give it, to allow it to be a bit more versatile, to allow players to loot a bit more varied type of parts for their vehicles. So not only performance now, but also cosmetic.
Yes.
If you want to unlock those, and if you want to start.
Would you like to try it
collecting
again with another car?
those. I can try it with another Dragster, and I
if you
can
have
actually
another Dragster,
try it with a full nitro bar. I might be able to perform better.
I'm not sure if you get the full nitro if you pick another car, but let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's pick another one.
So
Because we are getting close to the end, so we would like to show you as much as possible.
So
Drag and
let's go for the Nissan this time.
so Nissan. But don't worry, again, this is the content of the closed beta. It doesn't mean it's the content of the launch of Warzone. We will have plenty more vehicles and plenty more specs, additional as also more motorbikes and more manufacturers you haven't seen at all.
So it's a Dragster. It's slow to turn, very slow, especially when you're not moving quickly.
And when you're off-road.
And you can't accelerate off-road with a Dragster, so you can see actually what it did. All right.
So let's get closer.
Oh, I'm slow. Why am I so slow?
No,
Oh,
can
I
you-
just depleted my nitrous.
Oh, you depleted
Yeah.
the nitrous. Can you
I'm
pick?
just gonna teleport again. I think I might have had a small issue. Hopefully, I don't have to turn back again. Come on, there you go.
Okay, just pick another car maybe.
Oh, it's fine. I got it this time. It's good. All right, I'll just wait a second for my nitro to refill. It's almost full. You can see it next to my speed meter. And there.
Ready? Let's go.
There it is. All right. I actually didn't burn. That's why the speed doesn't go up. I mean, that's why I don't.
Oh yeah,
accelerate.
your tires were cold. That's
I don't.
the thing.
I can't. If I don't burn, exactly.
You should
All
use your nitro now.
Should I? All right.
Yeah, you should. Oh, you're still gonna lose against that ghost jump. Ghost, sorry.
Am I gonna make it?
That was what? Bronze maybe? Oh, and you're wrecking your car.
And I'm wrecking my car.
Oh. Alright. Let's go maybe to another location, another city, maybe Miami or something like that, because we're getting close to nighttime, and some people would like to see a bit more of the bike.
All right, more of the bike in Miami. Here we go. Let's go in the city. Let's go through.
Maybe you could set
The key.
another free dive challenge, Maxime. I want my revenge.
You want your
Oh,
revenge?
you want revenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll grant you revenge. You've earned it.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it while we still have some time.
So, see, it's pretty simple. I mean, I just press a button. It's gonna trigger the free drive challenge for me. Of course, I clear the previous pass I created. Otherwise, it's gonna ask me to go cross country. The starting line is where I am currently, and I'm gonna put a couple of checkpoints in the city and see what I can do. So I have
And this is something that is very tricky about this, is that you can be extremely sneaky. You can choose to put the checkpoints to a very dangerous location, like say a very hard turn or something like that. And some people will always fail. I saw some couple of races at the studio where people were just going nuts. Especially some people called Charles, who hates to lose. All right.
All right, I'll place a couple more of these. So you can see that's the race I'm creating. Can have the
And
overview.
before it begins, we already have the winners. So we have congratulations to Azure Sentinel, Arthur 507, Xorillaglox Z, Urax, and Gree. Well, you guys will be receiving the codes for a digital version of Wild Run on the console of your choice, either a PS4, an Xbox One, or a PC in the next weeks.
All right, so this one is pure asphalt.
Pure
We're
asphalt.
staying on the city. And all right, you want to take the bike?
As you want, maybe
We
take
can
it
have the
out.
challenge, car versus bike.
Yeah, and I will try to take a circuit car.
All right, I'll
Like-
go for a Ferrari. I have to.
This is your last chance to prove you're good at something, Max.
Come on. Hopefully I am. I want one. It's his revenge.
I don't remember anything. Charles, I count on you.
All right, there we go.
Destroy him.
He wins. So it's nighttime, getting close on the city. It's dark. It's an additional difficulty for us.
And
And
it's
I'm
There's
gonna
some
raining.
traffic cars, and it's raining. All right, we got the full difficulty combo. Let's go for it.
And as a reminder, this can be played up to 4 players. You can set your checkpoints at any distance on the entire map. You can use any vehicle and any type. A monster truck, a motorbike, a full stock, a dragster, whatever. You can switch during the race. The only thing you can do is use the teleport option.
Exactly. And hitting a bus is possible too.
This one was sneaky.
Yeah, this one is pretty sneaky. I knew about this one. That's why.
That is dirty.
Oh, come on. There's this. Oh, that's you in the Abarth. Come on.
Yeah,
You're inside this
by the
car.
way, yes.
I wanna look at you.
As you were saying, some people from the
actually you.
office have been added into the as pedestrian, but also into the vehicle, the traffic vehicle.
So that's actually a fun fact about the game is we have some pretty tall people. You might not see it on stream, but Sofiane is really tall, and there's a couple of really tall guys in the studio. And some of the guys working on the
Just
pedestrians,
drive.
they had fun, and they put the 4 tallest guys in the studio
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the smallest car.
That
So you
is
can
not
have-
funny.
It's funny. It's funny to see this 4 of you like clumped up in this small Abarth. It is funny. But I probably lost this challenge with this little
And I don't
side
get-
note.
Yeah.
That's my excuse.
Yes, you're just losing again.
And I'm crashing.
Yeah,
And I
taking the
missed-
wrong direction.
Also missing checkpoints.
And by the way, for the
Famous
winners of these digital copies of the Crew Wild, you will be receiving them actually in your inbox on Twitch.
So stay on
Alright.
chat, yeah. That's
Mm.
how it's going.
Yes. Okay, so you are again performing badly. 25 seconds.
I stopped for a couple seconds to make that.
No, I know that I can
Stop the
troll him easily.
Oh,
Oh,
he's waiting next to the finish line.
Again.
Ready to go backward. You might lose again, careful, dude.
well, you are a bit far away from him.
Yeah, a win is a win. I won the previous one. If I win this one again because he trolled me, that's his problem.
And again, we didn't show you the PvP right now because there's only 2 of us. Everybody is back in the studio. We still have a lot to do and making sure that we are fully ready for the launch and for the beta. But during this beta, you
I
will
won.
be able
Yeah,
to get
you won.
access to PvP races and enjoy the new specs in this PvP races. And trust me, there's a lot of fun there. I think there's a PvP race with crown mode and monster truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, the Crown Mode Monster Truck one. This was a blast. We played it a couple of times at the studio, and it's really fun to play some of those really arcadey mode with the most arcadey.
Because
kind
there's
of
something we
vehicles.
didn't say yet, but Charles, you also worked on the PvP modes during the year.
Yes, yes. It was pretty cool also to see what we can do with both exotic spec, as well as the mod that we have deployed
Mhm.
into our patch through the year. And the crown was one of the mods that was the most appreciated by the
Yes.
player, and that's why we wanted to have this kind of really fun and a little bit more arcade
Yes,
PvP on the
yes,
summit.
I saw the rates. It's just awesome. And to answer a little bit more question for Forza Barak 1 to 3, did the field of view get improved? Yes, indeed, it has been improved as a lot of things. You can see right now, you just had a view earlier where we can see things in the distance. That was really nice. But yes, this indeed has been improved.
What were you asking about?
The depth of the field. Oh,
Ah, yeah.
yeah,
there you go.
now you can see there.
Hey, get out.
In the horizon you can see more things, and again this is one of the features with the graphical upgrade that is coming for everyone for free on the new gen console and the PC.
We'd like to show you better, but it's actually nighttime on the servers. This is not something that's controlled. It's
No.
there's a day-night cycle, so you don't get to pick when it's the day or when it's the night.
A couple of races will be preset, but most of the time in the world, you'll have to go with the time that actually
Exactly.
is.
It's like, and as the rain, as I was saying earlier, when it starts raining somewhere, it's raining for everybody in the same location. So it's not linked to just one person, it's linked to the server, so that everybody will be having the same, I would say, conditions when driving.
Alright, I've just removed this checkpoint. That's annoying. This waypoint.
Is there something else you'd like to show?
And we can, well, I mean, I'm cruising down San Francisco right
Which
now,
is quite nice.
having fun, trying to get to the Golden Gate. I just got under it. There, some of those famous San Francisco hills. I'd like to get to the Golden Gate, but I'm not quite sure what direction is. Or I could go for a skill. I could try to perform in a skill.
And now we are already getting to 8 o'clock and the end of this stream. So again, thank you very much for following us. Thank you very much for being here, for your questions. We will be answering more questions in the future as usual. We'll be looking at all your feedback during the beta and at the launch. We hope we'll have access to the beta and be able to test all these new features. Spam us with all your feedback. We will be reading everything. Nacha is here and the entire community team is here to get sure we are listening to all what you're asking from us. And once again, the beta is starting tomorrow. You can pre-download it right now and it's gonna end up on Monday. So thank you again for following us. Thank you guys for being here with us today.
Thanks everyone, thanks Sofiane.
And see you very soon in the game.
Yeah, see you guys.
See you.
And thank you Natrai and Louis, by the way. Sorry, nearly forgot that. Try to escape the police and try not to destroy this beautiful car.
I'll try.
That would be nice.
Peggy 12.